Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Apex Legends discussional video. So today I want to talk a little bit about the state of the game and compare it to some other titles and explain why the game is the way it is currently, and then what Respawn and EA could learn from some of the other companies and their competitors to ultimately improve Apex Legends moving forward. So if you're new and like this type of content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and whilst you're down there, give me your thoughts on today's topics and points and we can get the discussion going as always. So today I'm going to cover from a range of topics, but with the aim to outline how Respawn and EA can improve Apex, and with some examples outlining how other companies operate and what they could potentially learn from this. And I will try to keep this segmented and in order, but as most of my discussional videos tend to doing is we will go on a bit of tangents, as I feel it's good to sometimes ramble about certain ideas that could work within the game and just give you some like raw ideas where you guys can kind of bounce off and let me know what you guys think in the comments as usual. So getting straight into it guys, the issue I've had with this season especially is a lot of the stuff actually advertised for this season and shown has already ended. Now we still have the Timefall event as well as some drip feeded content, but for the most part it's already done and we still have a whole split left to go until the new season. And something that really irritates me, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but something that does actually really bug me with Apex specifically is anytime they release a new mode for a new season or an event, it's usually pulled back out of the rotation. And I get it, it could be due to like the lack of popularity or maybe the servers, but come on, if some people play these modes like the OG Royale or like some of the other previous events like 3 Strikes that have came out and have been actually super popular, then surely don't we think that it would be good to keep them in there to keep players coming back for the experience they're enjoying? This is my first real gripe that I actually want to make with the game, and the OG Royale was a perfect example of this. And if any of you guys have watched some of my discussional content before, you guys know I've compared Apex a lot to Fortnite, and I do mean a lot, and I do think that Apex Legends Respawn specifically can learn a lot from Fortnite. And whilst I do get that maybe the counter argument to this is that Apex is its own game and it doesn't want to be too similar, just making more playlists and allow players to make more custom maps, or adding the OG Royale and adding new ranked modes to the game modes, and just trying to go a bit further to enhance the gameplay experience, or at least give the player the option to play one or the other, would be a very good start that EA could actually take from Fortnite's, I guess you could say, mechanism and how they drop and ultimately release content in their game. Before the Apex OG mode came out, I said the best thing to do to keep people playing it, if it was going to be a game mode, was to have a recolor battle pass in there, and the only way that you could unlock the rewards is by challenges, not stars, giving people the best of both worlds, so those who had the older skins can get the new recolored ones, and the guys that missed out on those early season battle pass will have a chance to get some of those old reward skins if they like the design of them, but of course it would be recolor, keeping the older players happy as they have that premium experience of being there first. And this simply just helps the player numbers. If people have an excuse to come on and level their normal battle pass and come on play the OG Royale complete challenges and give people a sense of direction in the game to unlock more rewards, then it's just a win-win all round. We saw this with the Flatline skin when they did the recolor. Even me, I went through a dry period in that season where I just didn't really want to play the game. I was kind of bored, bit drying out, bit drained, but I still came on and got the Flatline skin for one of my accounts, and I'm grateful for that because the skin is actually one of the best I've seen in the game. But this ultimately helps the player numbers, which has been a big issue and outlined by a lot of creators on YouTube as well as myself, and this is something Fortnite has done amazingly with their collaborations in store or new modes with passes, and it keeps players coming and adds new ones. I myself have really been enjoying playing Fortnite with my friends because not only is it the OG mode and they've left it in there permanently, there's now a battle pass for me to earn rewards, so I don't even need to spend money, and then I can save my V-Bucks and buy the new ones. And I've even gotten into Save the World, which I have on another account, which I use to earn V-Bucks and then transfer it over. And again, it gives me an excuse to play it, and then I start enjoying it, and then I want to put more time into it. My point is, Respawn can be humble enough to actually copy these things in order to improve their own product, the same way Fortnite did with the reboot fans. See, Apex was the first, I guess you could say, Battle Royale that came out with the respawning idea with the banners. So what did Fortnite do? 2 weeks after, literally took the same idea, made it into their own, and then added it, and now it's a core feature of the game if you want to play that mode. And I think this is something EA and Respawn have done a few times, but they could definitely really pick a lot from it, which would help a lot of the player numbers. It would give people a sense of direction and a reason to play the game, because right now, I've said this in many videos, if you play pubs and you like playing ranked and you can't find a team, you're dealing with cheaters or you're dealing with teamers, there's nothing you can really do. Like, sure, there's the mixtape that you play maybe once or twice, but it doesn't count for stats, you don't get much XP off it, and it can be kind of lackluster, repetitive and boring. Whereas if you added modes where there's like, right, you've got the normal solo, duos and trios, and you have trios revival, then let's say obviously it's Halloween, you add the Shadow Royale and other stuff, and you start building a bulk of playlists. Or if you decide to permanently keep the OG Royale in, you could make it into a ranked mode. You guys get my point. It gives players more options to keep coming back and playing EA's product, which will ultimately help them to actually sell skins, because people will have a reason to play the game, so they want cool skins. You get my point. It's a big tangent and we ramble here when we do these discussion videos, but I feel like it makes sense, and it's definitely something EA and Respawn should be doing, or at least looking at. But see, the big problem is Apex doesn't really add much, and their new store or event skins, however you want to call it, is deemed content, which I've previously said many times. You cannot release paid skins and deem it content when over half the player base can't even obtain these skins, and that's being generous. I'd probably say 75% of the people playing the game don't even buy these event skins, which means they do not have content. So take the Winter Express mode that has just came back, and there's an event thing with it where it's like Bloodhound's Heirloom and stuff like that. If you don't decide to buy any of that new content that they've made and play the recycled Winter Royale mode, which I think is good, but it's recycled, we have to mention that, it's not new, then you're not actually playing anything new in this update. And that brings me back into my original point, whereas anything that was new that came out this season is already done. Take this season for an example. The only thing new this season is OG Royale, and that's kind of new, again, recycled, and a few older weapons that are not really new that we've been put into the pub rotation as the relic mode with some new hop-ups, but that's it. Everything else was paid for. The Battle Pass, the Karambit, the coming up event with the Winter Express. Again, there's not enough like just normal content, whereas you look at someone's competitor, Apex competitor like Fortnite or even PUBG, new maps, new challenges for modes, for rewards. Like the OG Royale that Fortnite are doing came with the OG Pass, which gives you 2 different Battle Passes to level up. Again, I keep mentioning it, but I'm not going to ramble too much on. You guys get my point. So with all that being said, I really want to know what you guys think of the structure of Apex Legends, and maybe this video can kind of, elaborate, and I can, maybe make a new video really breaking down why this is the Apex's core issue. And I do believe that this cycle of media and content they're putting out, along with pulling them back out and not leaving the player season, and then deeming the content like new content with the skins, is definitely like a big loop that they've got going on right now to try and make more money, because they think that's how that's going to work, but it's not. We've seen that with some of the quarterly earnings. They're not making enough money, and they're not changing, even though they said they were going to, which we've been over in previous videos. But anyway, enough of the ranting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you agree with my points? Should we have more players in the game, or a map creator for something like R5 Reloaded to be maybe integrated into the game? Do you guys basically just want to see more options to play with the game, as well as some other new passes, so that we don't just have to deal with this skin stuff? Or do you like the format of Apex Legends? Like I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about all of these topics today. And if you should enjoy today's video, please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel for future Apex discussional, gameplay and multimedia content. And if you want to check out any videos just like this one, you can click the playlist on the screen here.